Hello everybody and welcome back to BattleTech, where we are doing the second mission in our flashpoint here, the Hatchetman flashpoint, and we're being forced to have this Hatchetman with us. I would prefer not to, but we need to defend a base in a jungle, so let's go. We've decided to leave our riflemen behind and keep our griffin since this is a base defense mission. And we're going to keep the Orion kind of close to the base, and then we're going to send the Hatchetman and the Warhammer out to hopefully do some stuff. So all we need to do is defend the fortified mech bay. Damage on the Hatchetman doesn't matter. House Liao's occupation force is moving in on our mech bay in force, Commander. I know that you have had no time to refit or repair your battle mechs, but we didn't need it. But I'm going to need your assistance all the same. In light of this, I've authorized the deployment of a Steiner asset, the very rare and precious battle mech that you just delivered to this site, to assist you, with one of my own mech warriors to pilot it. This new Steiner Davian battle mech looks pretty damned impressive for its class. Let's hope it's enough to get us through this. Yeah, I would rather have our riflemen.
Initiated.
Commander, I'm afraid that Dr. Murad's sensor readings have been confirmed. A large contingent of Liao reserves are en route to the mech bay at this moment, and they're eager to strike. I suggest you strike back at them with this. Meet the HTC-3F Hatchetman, House Steiner's new melee specialized brawler. You'll find it perfectly equipped to hack these Capellan peasants in two, I assure you. It's a hell of a machine, I gotta say. That hatchet makes me feel downright tingly. Just wait till you've seen it in action. To that point, Commander, eliminate the enemy and keep our assets safe. Key members of the Davian-Steiner Alliance will be watching. Okay, so the nice thing about Hatchetmen is they do have the AC-10 and dual medium laser and jump jets. So that's nice. We're going to start the Hatchetman immediately sprinting down this direction towards the reinforcements, and we're going to send the Warhammer with it.
Reporting.
The Orion, we're going to keep a little bit more in reserve, and we're going to keep it up in this area-ish. And then the Griffin, we're going to park over in these woods, I think. Actually, for right now, we're going to have them over here. Or we're going to have it over here. But I remember from the Flashpoint mission that we have 3 drop zones. There's enemies here, here, and down the hill. So we see this spider. We're going to need to kill that ASAP. It's right here.
Yes, Commander.
We could just walk in and melee it with the Hatchetman. And that's exactly what we're going to do. This ignores evasive.
Put my weight into it.
There we go. Left arm destruction. Not as much damage as I had hoped, but it'll have to do. Now previously we usually saw a K2 over there. Ooh. They're immediately attacking that building and it's already almost dead.
Commander?
Tranquility. We need this spider dead right now. It's their scout. It's how they're spotting. Okay.
Take that.
So it's now unsteady. They're going to bring in this mech. And they're going to fire. This building's just dead. Round 1.
A friendly structure has been destroyed.
Well, round 2, but technically. So, let's move the Warhammer in.
What's up, boss?
And we are just going to kill this spider. The spider has to die.
All weapons emitted.
There we go. 1 dead spider.
Enemy mech destroyed.
And their phase 2 mover is going to move in. Down over here. Okay. I kind of want to
Standing by.
sprint the Orion down over here to get eyes on over on this side. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Mech warrior.
So that's an
Show 'em what you
assassin.
got.
They haven't moved the assassin yet. I'm going to reserve. Have them move the assassin, and then we'll move in and kill it. Okay. It's attacking this military building. That's a problem. We need it to not be doing that. However, we have a lot of mechs that we can turn on this
Standing
with.
by.
So let's go ahead and melee with the Hatchetman from back here.
Location.
Remove an evasive pip. Ooh, leg destruction. That's actually ideal. Okay. Now this guy's going to move in, and he may have LOS on this building. It's a Jaeger. He did not. Okay, that's real good. We're going to move in with the Warhammer. And we're going to see about killing this assassin straight up.
All weapons committed.
But we missed the 85% shot. So, that's a thing.
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
Okay,
Detected.
Tranquility.
Continue.
Finish the assassin. 50 HP. Okay, assassin's dead. Now we can move on the Jaeger.
Mech destroyed.
So let's use the Orion here. And I want to precision strike the Jaeger to reserve it back.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Okay. So far so good.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Yeah, they won't spawn until next round, I think.
Standing by.
I'm going to go ahead and multi-target on the Jaeger and the Griffin. 2 on the Jaeger, 1 on the Griffin.
Acknowledge.
Okay. That leg is taking some serious damage. Okay, we don't see the other guys just yet.
Receiving you.
I want to move in and melee the Jaeger with the hatchetman.
Copy that.
The leg?
Let's do this.
Okay, the right arm. That's something.
Reporting.
He is
critical
reserved
hit.
back. Did they land? Was that these guys? It might have been these guys that landed just now. If that's the case, I am A-okay
Ready
with
for
it.
orders.
Hit this guy in the leg.
Firing with full salvo.
Or, you know, miss with the AC-5 at 90%. That works too. Ammo explosion, though.
Reporting critical hit.
That's not bad. I should have moved into the water, actually. Let's move forward with the Warhammer here. And finish this Jaeger.
All weapons committed.
Okay. Jaeger is down.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Next up, this Griffin gets to move. Although these guys are still
Let's
moving.
do this.
Okay. The Griffin is actually in phase 3.
Good to go.
Let's reserve him back. Fire everything.
Let's see how you like this.
Okay. They've got more phase 3 movers. Yep, it's these guys over here. We need to wrap this up ASAP.
What's up, boss?
Let's take the hatchetman over here. And we're going to actually fire with him.
Firing all weapons.
Okay. Griffin is taking damage. He gets to move next, though. And these mechs are really booking their way up. Actually, he doesn't get to move next. I'm going to put the Orion over here in the water. Maybe over here? Yeah, this is fine.
Acknowledged.
And I'm going to precision strike with the Orion in the water, not firing one medium laser.
On it.
Okay, the Griffin was reserved back. Now the Warhammer can move over here.
All weapons committed.
This guy is taking a beating. He's going to get to jump out of there. He's going to fire on our Griffin. That's fine. Go for it. Okay. Their phase 1 movers over here are moving.
Waiting for orders.
Let's go ahead and get eyes on this guy.
Affirmative.
And fire on him.
Locking in all weapons.
Okay. Griffin's going to move again into this cover. Well, that's cool.
Damage minimal.
Okay, we really
Commander.
need to kill this Griffin.
On it.
Like yesterday. We've got mediums coming up over here.
I've been sensor locked.
Yeah, that's fine. So these guys are going to continue moving over there.
Orders.
And let's punch this guy.
Engaging physical attack.
This should, in theory, be a kill. Yes. Okay. The Griffin is finally dead.
Enemy mech destroyed.
5 more rounds till reinforcements.
Commander.
Island, I need you to start sprinting up this way. Otherwise, sink heat. Okay, we've got these guys on their way. We gotta get over here, ASAP.
Oh, it's on now.
Matchstick,
Need
I want
something?
you to jump over here. And otherwise, brace. They're making their way up the hill.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
That's fine.
Orders?
Tranquility, I want you over here.
On the move.
We see that this is a Vulcan and a Hunchback 4G. Precision strike that Hunchback in that torso. To start weakening his armor. He actually backed off with the Hunchback. I like it.
Yes, Commander.
I'm a big fan of that, actually. Let's move the Orion up.
Full speed.
Sink that heat. Gonna do the same with the Warhammer. Get up here, Warhammer. Okay. Phase 1 movers over here.
They've got a lock on me.
Hit him hard.
This is fine. So, we've got that Vulcan there.
How's it going?
I want to... Can we get further with sprinting or with jumping? With sprinting. Okay. We're going to bring the Hatchetman all the way up over here. The Vulcan's going to move up and start attacking a building, right? Yes. Okay. Tranquility?
What's up, boss?
I want you to get into these trees. Can't quite get far enough away to be out of the minimum range issue here, but we can still precision strike. Reserve that guy back and do some damage. The Hunchy's going to start making his way back up the hill, but that bought us time. Very, very important time. We're going to get the Warhammer up here, but we cannot get into a position where we can fire this round with the Warhammer.
Good
The
to go.
Orion, we absolutely can fire this round. And I want to be maybe over here? Yes.
On my way.
We're going to precision strike the Vulcan again.
On it.
And I think he's dead. Fantastic.
Mech destroyed.
Okay, now we need eyes on the Hunchy, which we have. There's also an LRM carrier over
they got
there
a sensor lock on me.
that we need to kill. He did not fire.
Ready for orders.
That's a good thing. That's a really good thing that that LRM carrier did not fire. I want the LRM carrier dead right now. And we'll deal with the Hunchy after. It is not dead. Okay. He's going to fire on the Warhammer. He missed, luckily. We're going to get in his face. We don't really have too much of an option on that front. Let's get the Hatchetman over here. And we're going to see if we can finish off the LRM carrier with the Hatchetman. Excellent. I do believe we've got this.
Vehicle down.
Okay. We're going to move the Warhammer right in here. We're going to do as much to this Hunchback as we possibly can. This is a Shrek PPC carrier that is a threat, but not as much as this Hunchback. Okay. Took off some armor. Now we
Commander.
need to move the Orion up over here.
On my way.
It's not in cover, but it should be okay to take a hit from that AC-20 unless it hits the head, in which case that would just be bad luck.
Giving him everything I've got.
Okay. The Shrek is going to move forward and not fire.
Waiting for
I will
orders.
happily take that. We're going to reserve the Hunchy to phase 2. We're going to try to take out that AC-20 ammo, and we did. Okay, the Hunchy is no longer a huge threat.
Target's taking a critical hit.
I'm going to use the
Ready
Hatchetman
for orders.
to jump over here. And we're going to work on the Shrek,
Firing a
now that the
full
Hunchy is
salvo.
no longer really a threat. Excellent. The Hunchy is going to move forward, but we don't really care. It's going to do very little damage here. Excellent. And now we're just going to punch him.
Engaging physical attack.
Center torso destruction. Fantastic. Okay, all that's left is the Shrek.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Waiting for orders.
And we also have reinforcements coming in 1 round. So, next round,
On the move.
our reinforcements are here. We'll fire on the Shrek. We can not fire 3 medium lasers,
Acknowledged.
but we're good. Oh, the Shrek is actually still alive. With 17 HP. Okay, this is fine.
Not much armor left.
That's the last of them, Commander. Nicely done. This deployment has proven to be an excellent test of our new battle mech's combat abilities. And, boss, moving forward, let's keep our eyes open for another Hatchman or 3. I can think of so many things I could do with a chassis like that.
Mission
It's just that
successful.
it's a little on the light side, right? Like, I would rather have an Axeman than a Hatchetman. When you've got that in-close brawler, you just need really thick armor, which the Hatchetman kind of doesn't have, in my opinion anyway. But overall, that went really well. We can get a Hunchback 4G part and a Jaeger part. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Got an LRM-20 out of that too. I just wish we had run across a catapult. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. So that should be the end of that particular flashpoint. And let's see what we get out of our
That
bonus
mech you
chest.
wanted is back online.
The Hunchback 4G is a tried and tested juggernaut. Indeed it is. Joint Venture 2. High Orbit, Adrar. Well done, Commander. Very well done indeed. And the Hatchman proved its worth admirably as well. I'm looking at telemetry from its combat computers now. The luminaries at the New Avalon Institute of Science will be pleased. It's a hell of a machine. Wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of our own. In due time, perhaps you may. I can make you no promises, of course, but I would very much enjoy it if such a mech were to find its way onto the Argo. Stranger things have happened. We'll all be looking forward to the day that happens, Graf Stieglitz Bradford. Aye, Commander, that we will. Until then, I bid you a good hunting and a very fond farewell. Your job here is done. Bet you 100 sea-bills that Stieglitz Bradford wanted House Liao's troops to attack us at that base. Gave him a ready-made excuse to test his Hatchetman against a bunch of 5 targets. Live targets, not 5 targets. Sounds like the kind of thing he'd do, but you know what? I don't care. At the end of the day, we got paid for our efforts, and our client walked away happy. That's about the best resolution a company like ours could ask for, regardless of the Graf's underlying motives. Damn right, Meyer. We did good on this one, so let's try not to overthink it. Back to your stations, everyone. Let's find some more trouble to get ourselves into. Okay, what do we get here? A medium laser plus. We got an AWS-8T part, a Grasshopper part, a Quick Draw part, 2 Quick Draw 5A parts actually, AC-10+++, and actually a pair of AC-10++s, got Gyro Plus, an Exchanger, LRM-20. This was really solid. Fantastic.
That mech is ready to fight.
We got ourselves a Quick Draw out of that,
That mech you asked for
and a
is
Locust.
cleared for fighting.
So that was a lot of mechs. Let's actually put some of these in storage. Like that. Let's check to make sure that we don't have too many mechs. I think we have a spare Locust 1M that we can sell. Yep. Let's sell that. Fantastic. Look at how much money we have. That's insane. Flashpoints are so good once you can actually do them. Okay, so we've got ourselves a quick draw. And we've got ourselves a hunchback. Now the quick draw is pretty much just a cavalry mech. And I think we're going to keep this around as our tier 2 cavalry mech. But I'm going to put the hunchback into storage. I'm not really too interested in keeping mediums around. But this does mean that we are going to need to get ourselves a ship upgrade. Specifically, Mech Bay 2.
Sure thing.
Let's do it.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Now then, let's get this quick draw outfitted quickly. I basically just want this thing to be a cavalry mech. So let's go ahead and put some heavy jump jets on here. We can have up to 5. We only have 4 on us. Let's check the store here. Do we have any more heavy jump jets? Yes, we do. Fantastic. We'll buy an additional one, and we'll put that in the CT. There we go, jump jets. So we're going to have some really good movement. And now we've got 8 tons to work with. We've got 6 laser slots. We could potentially put 6 medium lasers on this thing. That is a huge amount of alpha damage. That's also a huge amount of heat. Like an enormous amount of heat. An exchanger would probably be really good for us. That'd be a 10% heat reduction, so that would be a total heat reduction of 7.2 heat. I mean, that is more efficient than 2 heat sinks would be. And then we can just take off a tiny amount of armor from each location here in the front until such a time as we have 1 ton remaining. And then we can take a little bit from these 2 backs, I guess, like that. And then we can put on another heatsink. Like that. So that would put us much better off. Alpha Strike is now 64, and our heat sinking is now 33. So we've got a delta heat of 31, which is still a lot. Maybe we drop 1 medium laser and put on an additional heatsink. That's a much better delta heat, 54 to 36. So yeah, that's definitely better. Our average jump heat is going to be 10 heat as well. Maybe we should only run the 4. Like that. Delta heat there is much better. Yeah, this is fine. So we'll do that. Excellent. And that quick draw is going to go in this slot. Now the Orion is really actually more of a juggernaut. Maybe we should have the Warhammer go in the second lance, the Orion in this lance, the quick draw here, and then the Warhammer would be starting this lance. Yeah, I think that's probably a better way to do it. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time when we figure out what we're doing next.